Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you all are doing well. I haven't done a reading in a while that has been public. I have been posting stuff that has been private. So, anyways, I am. These cards are wanting to come out right now. I've been wanting to do a reading, but I've just been feeling like I just need to pull back a little bit. When it comes to readings and what I'm saying, I don't want anything to be taken wrong. So if this resonates for you, if you get anything out of it, I am so grateful. Please do not create anything. This is just a reading to see what the cards have to say. If it resonates, you know, hopefully you'll get something that helps. If it doesn't, you know, leave it for somebody that does resonate with. Okay, so first and foremost, there are a lot of energies going on right now. It looks like it's like a merging energy. So what I heard was your enemies are now their enemies. So as someone has come together and merged to become you, they are now, see, I'm getting no on this. There has been some kind of shift. I feel it in my personal space, in my personal body, you know, like it seems like there's something a little bit, I want to say bigger. I want to say something bigger. It's like you are now a part of something bigger. So, you know, just having patience, you know, with things, you know, getting stronger and stuff like that. Just have patience. I think things are just realigning. Like things are just kind of, you know, getting like, you know, after a storm, you know, things have to kind of settle down, like the ocean, the waves, and the, you know, when it's nice and rough and the water's all murky and it takes like a couple days or a day or whatever for the water to clear out. Like that's kind of what I'm getting right now. It's just kind of letting everything settle down, whatever it is. There are some intense energies this week, and just take a deep breath. Try to remain calm. Listen to what's being said. Hear people. Don't just watch them. Like, hear what they're saying. For whatever reason, it's important to hear what is being said. You know, I don't care how absurd it sounds, whatever, just listen to what is being said. Also get out a little bit more. I know I have been healing, you know, because of all these shifts and stuff like that. I have been going within a little bit more, kind of in, I don't want to say a hermit mode, but it has been, you know, kind of just relaxing within God, you know, kind of energy, just kind of going within, inviting a higher power in for healing on things that I necessarily cannot do on my own. I need God's help. So if you're in any kind of pain, it's always very important to allow a higher power in and pray for lifting, for, you know, God's strength. Ask him for his strength. Ask him to lift you above the pain. You may be upgrading again. into higher frequencies of light. I heard, you know, you are, you know, leveling up again. All right, let's see what these cards have to say. I'm not necessarily sure what to focus on right now. All I know is that I haven't done a reading in a while, and it's important to reconnect. Okay, so I have offerings, and it says, I give you my heart's intent wrapped in gratitude and thankfulness, devotion and exchange for your presence. Here I am giving you my essence. I'm gifting you my essence. And family, thy love is present in the presence of thee, a comforting veil that warms the heart and hugs the soul. So family and offerings come out. Something about family and offerings. Any more cards from this deck? Something about family and offerings. Okay. I want to go ahead and read the book here and see if there's any more that we need to know about this. So number 12, family. Number 12. Okay, I guess it's just an order. Okay, so keywords here. Love is present in the presence of thee, a comforting veil that warms thy heart and hugs thy soul. The key words here are support, roots, and tradition. There's nothing like coming home for the holidays. Your immediate family are the ones who've known since birth and have been with you through the boo-boos, graduations, birthdays, and celebrations, and have been there through the good times and the bad. Sometimes coming home to the people who know you well is all you need to chase away the blues of life. There's also the family you choose, the ones who, despite the lack of blood relations, have accepted you as one of their own. You have done the same for them. True family will love you as you are and won't try to change you. The assortment of different personalities somehow fit together, and within this familiar space, traditions and values are born. This card guides you to honor your beliefs, traditions, heritage. Now is not the time to improvise, change things up, or try something new. This card advises you to return to the basics and build on strong foundations for yourself. That could mean returning to school or joining an organization or well-established rules and principles, or seeking out mentors who know the ins and outs of your goals. You can't break the rules until you know what the rules are, and a period of study and observation will serve you well at this time. Offerings. Okay, offerings. Jeez. Okay, and it says keywords for offerings are devotion, exchange, and balance. I give to you my heart's intent wrapped up in gratitude and thankfulness, devotion in exchange for your presence. Here I am gifting you my essence. And it says here, Do you finish what you start? Do you show your commitment through devotion to the craft and self-mastery? Offerings are an essential part of magic. They show your willingness to commit to your art through sacrificing something such as your time, money, or an idea that you've held on to. All the worthwhile things that require an offering of you. Perhaps a changed career is needed to take place and classes to receive a certification. This is an offering of time and money and may mean sacrificing your social life or time at home. To move an exotic place will mean saying goodbye to your loved ones in favor of a new experience and adventures. Whatever you give up, you will be replaced by something bigger and more aligned with your soul. Offerings remind us that you can't take shortcuts on the journey of your desires. You must be willing to put the work in and do what is required of you to manifest your dreams. Remember that a novice never comes as a master overnight. Stay on the course and learn your craft. Stay course and learn your craft. The message is amplified for you if forest has appeared in your spread. So it looks like you're being guided to, focus on what you want to do, go to loved ones. Got a card. Yeah, balance, justice comes out. Justice. I know there's some kind of justice here when it comes to, maybe some family here. Something that you desire to do. Yeah, dreamer. You have some kind of dream here that it looks like you're looking forward to accomplishing. It's like you're setting in motion all the things that you need to do. Like you're dreaming, you're seeing things. Like maybe you, recently, I saw this dream that came to me, and I've already talked about it, but, I've been kind of digging into the meaning, like, I think it's about really knowing your self-worth and knowing who you are and not letting something overpower you into, thinking that, say a person comes into your life and you love them very much. And you may have been with them for a long time, you may have not, maybe you just met them, I'm not really sure. For somebody like me, it takes a while to establish a very deep connection. So if you have a deep connection with somebody, this could be for the rest of your life. But anyhow, it's like you are establishing a great connection. It looks like somebody may be like, things are going to leave. I think I got a message way back when where it was like getting comfortable with things leaving, and they're always replaced with something better. So it's like just getting comfortable with the idea that things leave. It may not necessarily be a person leaving, but it's, it may be the same person, but something within them is no longer there, so something's being replaced with something better, possibly. Like those kind of things that are happening, and letting things just get better. As you level up, you're getting better. The things in your life, you're getting better. It's like you're healing these things and then you're leveling up once again. These dreams that are coming in, I saw that something left and then something kind of just sank. Like it was just like so devastating. you know, and you know, you can't go through that right now. You have to be completely strong within yourself, you know, to not depend solely on someone being there. I mean, although we need people, right? I mean, I'm not saying that we don't, because that would be not necessarily the truth. But, you know, it's important to have different aspects in your life that you are able to lean on, you know, that you're able to spread yourself out a little bit. So, you know, you have a bigger range of a higher power to work in your life. So, you know, just focusing on one square, and when you have so many different squares to, you know, spread yourself out with, if that makes sense, because although we are trying to keep everything square, I know for me that it's really important to not just entrust in one square. Go ahead and, you know, allow God to move to different squares of your life. Like, say you have, you know, your home life, your work life, you have some fellowship in your life, you have some hobbies, you have some crafts that maybe you do, you know, you have, you know, something that you've mastered that you love to do, you like to exercise, you know, those are all squares in your life. And it's just like keeping all those squares together, you know, to, you know, be able to have, you know, you're doing all these different things. I hope that makes sense, you know, because when a square is no longer available, it could be a job, you know, those kind of, like, we always have squares that are always going to be there, right? But there's some squares that kind of just leave. And when those squares leave, like, it could be a change of a job, or, you know, you move to a different town or whatever, like, but you have certain squares in your life that will always kind of remain the same, right? But there are some that can change. So when those squares change, it's very important to rely on your other squares, right? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense for you. So anyhow, any more cards from this deck? All right, let's go ahead and pull a little bit more. What do you want us to know? Okay, these are a bunch of cards that came out, and yeah, you're gonna speak the truth, you know. And you know what the funny thing about the truth is that the truth changes. I think that's a huge lesson that I've learned in my life, is that my truth has changed, you know, and the truth changes. So speak your truth for today. If it changes tomorrow, that's okay. You can speak your truth for that day, right? Intuition. It's important to follow your intuition at this time, you know. Yeah, the moon, introspect. You are looking into, you may be witnessing things that are subtle. I mean, there's a lot of different subtleties out there, right? There's people who are really friendly, but they're incredibly fake, you know, with you, or they're, you know, there's just things that are real subtle sometimes. And the moon kind of brings secrets to light, or hides secrets, or, you know, reveals things, or, you know, the moon is a funny thing. It can either reveal something or hide something. So with the moon, it's really important to remember, like, see this path that he's walking? He's literally walking down. The moon's right here. There's two, it's like they remind me of like gatekeepers. They're giants compared to him, right? And he's walking past these giants. Remember that God is with you if you are dealing with giants. God is with you. Yeah, and because of that, there's possibilities here. Whatever it is that you may be, this is the Fool. So this is new adventures possibly, but it's possibilities. Like, you are now figuring that you have choices, you have possibilities in your life, and endurance, which is what? Strength, it's courage, endurance, the ability to keep going, right? So that's what you have right now. And with God, that endurance is way stronger, right? So take a breath. I know the energies are just crazy right now. They don't have to be, though. Go within yourself, remain calm, do breathing, go outside, put your face into the sky, meditate, enjoy the breezes, the sounds, the birds. If you live by the ocean, the waves. If you live in the city, all the noise. If you live in the mountains, the breezes and the trees, the wild animals. Just take in your surroundings, you know. Unless, you know, if you can meditate inside, that's the thing that you do, then do that, you know. But it's really important to connect our mental, our emotional, our spiritual, and our physical, because those are all different aspects of ourselves that we need to combine together to make us whole. And if one of those is off, we have to pay attention to that and nurture that part of us, whether we're emotional or our mental is going crazy or our physical is in pain or our spiritual lives are not centered. You know, those are all things that we have to remain focused on, is bringing all that stuff together to be one within ourselves, right? To feel calm and centered and loved. So go nurture yourself, love yourself, do things, pamper yourself a little bit, especially during these times and these crazy energies. It doesn't have to be crazy for you, though. You know, within the storm, you can still stay calm. In the eye of the storm, it's always very calm there. So be the eye, okay? I hope that you guys are all doing well. If this has helped anybody, I am so grateful. And until the next time we talk, I'll see you then. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.